Hey guys, welcome back. This is Dylan. We are Toy Lips. Yeah. And today we're taking a look at the Marvel Legends 3-pack Venom on the Omega Red body. He comes in this really nice box with artwork by Ryan Stegman, as well as the final 2 Life Foundation symbiotes. We'll start with a brief introduction of the character for those that don't know, and then we'll take a nice, thorough look at the figure. I'll give you my opinion, but of course, make up your own mind. And don't forget to leave a like on this video. It'll help boost my profile on YouTube and allow this video to spread to others. Eddie Brock was a hack reporter for the Daily Bugle. When his shoddy journalism cost him his job, he blamed Peter Parker. As Spider-Man, Peter had just rejected his new black costume when he found out it was a living alien organism that seeked a permanent union. In an unfortunate coincidence, the alien, hurt, rejected, and knowing all of Parker's secrets, found and bonded with Brock. Their shared hatred manifesting as the creature called Venom, duplicating an amplified version of Spider-Man's powers, and able to circumvent his much-vaunted spider sense. Venom would make Peter's life a living nightmare. Taking a closer look at the figure, this is a brand new head sculpt. It's really nicely detailed. Even the paint hits aren't half bad. A little bit of slop here and there, but they've used a nice pearlescent paint color for the eyes to give those sort of a sheen. I really enjoy that. And the stylized tongue that's wrapping all the way around here. Some light wrinkles on the back of the head that is up on a ball joint with a disc hinge. Comes back this far, looks down this far, and has a good bit of tilt up here. This body mold was originally used for Omega Red, and my fear is that because he had the shoulder pads and this whole harness array, the transition's a little more rough than I would like. I would have liked to see maybe just slightly larger sculpted traps so this shoulder doesn't look so much like a ball hanging off the end of it. That was a big gripe I had with old Toy Biz figures. Your shoulder is set into your torso, you know what I mean? It's not on the outside of it. But otherwise, proportionally, this thing looks great. Very exaggerated comic book bodybuilder style proportions. This is how I've always pictured Venom, my mind's eye of the Venom character. Except for that head. This is more of a modern. This isn't period specific. The box set being based on the old miniseries, illustrated mostly by Mark Bagley, some by Ron Lim, and so forth. I would have preferred a more classic take, but what they've done here I think looks really nice. This logo is pretty clean as well. The paint seems slightly raised. Maybe one more coat of it as I can sort of see the black coming through. But the lines are pretty clean, pretty consistent. It wraps all the way around here. And they've chosen to make it smaller on the back. I don't necessarily agree with that decision. It keeps it clear of all the articulation cuts, but it is on the back of the figure, so I don't mind that much. Speaking of those joints, he has these nice deep butterflies that allow his arms to come forward this far and back this far. The ball jointed shoulder will come up to a 90 and will rotate all the way around. Bicep cut here will also rotate. He's got these nice sculpted veins in there. The forearm is not from the Omega Red body. It is in fact from the PulseCon exclusive animated series Venom. I always like extra detail, but I'm glad that the figure is mostly smooth, as that's how it's typically depicted. The next point of contention is the pattern on the back of the hands. That thing is always changing, and in fact, if you consult those old comics, you will see it appear like this. And, sometimes not at all, depending on who's drawing it. Really nicely sculpted, pointy fingernails, and it's all just a solid black. Another color over the top might have been nicer for some more added detail. But what's here is great. He gets double jointed elbows that come up this far, and a hinge on the hands that allows them to come in this far and back this far. All of the hands are hinged in the same way. At the waist, we have an ab crunch that'll come forward this far and back this far. Some might prefer a diaphragm cut, but in the case of something with a bold logo like this, I don't mind this. It doesn't break it up. Rotation at the waist, and same deal. It allows you to pose him around and sort of keep that spider in clear relief. The lines are really clean, but again, I think just a little bit extra would have helped. Nothing else detail-wise, paint-wise to speak of on the lower half of the figure, as he is just black, and it does have that sheen. It should have like an oily sheen. This is like alien goo. The ball jointed thighs that'll come out this far and all the way forward, actually a little above 90. Coming back, of course, you're going to be restricted by the sculpt, but you can come out to the side a little to achieve the same thing. He does have the upper thigh cuts here that'll rotate around, and on these hulking bodybuilder legs, nicely striated musculature. Double jointed knee, that'll come back this far on the bulky body. And the ankles will allow the feet to come back this far, forward this far. And he does have that nice forward-facing pin for rocker. For accessories, this figure features a fair complement for the character. He comes packaged with a set of open hands and this killer transitioning head, as well as a set of fists and a fully engulfed head. I love that tongue. The Marvel Legends 3-pack Venom stands 7 1/4 inches and stacks up nicely with other comic figures. Here they are next to the first instance of the alien that matters, the Sandman Build-A-Figure Wave Spider-Man, and the original Hyperion body Venom. Here they are with the deluxe Venom and the King in Black. With the original Spawn, Carnage, and the first of the Life Foundation symbiotes, Scream. Her brother Phage, and the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. Wolverine, and the original instance of this body mold, Omega Red. And compared to a couple of other toy lines, here they are with the Medicom Mafex Gambit, the GOAT with a coat, and the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat Spawn. Overall, we are pleased with this Venom. A fairly definitive comic-based version of the character, their proportions are much more in line with what I picture. The mid-90s Mark Bagley era is mostly my mind's eye version of all of these Spider-Man characters. I think the Renew Your Vows figure as well as this Venom really nail those body types. If I could just get that Bagley-style head with its perfect shape, with its fiercely alien eyes and razor-sharp fangs, I'd be over the moon. That also covers my want for accessories, but I think what's here is solid for the character. I do like my deep cut nonsense, and some kind of web effect would be cool, but including an alternate head adds hugely to the display options. Plus, it wins a lot of points with me. The articulation is outstanding, the butterfly joints work great, and I think the ab crunch waist twist is the right combination here, as it doesn't break up that big, bold spider on the chest. Sure, the joints could be pinless, but it's hardly noticeable. Really, I could scarcely be happier with this. I'm still searching for that perfect head sculpt, but you do have options, as every Venom head sculpt is interchangeable across every Venom figure. Hasbro, that is awesome. I may have made a Reddit post showcasing all those head swaps. More on Instagram too. Anyway guys, I'm grateful that you're here. Leave a like on this video and let it play all the way to the end. Share this with your friends and consider subscribing to the channel. I have an ever-growing library of action figure reviews that are thorough, timely, and often entertaining. Thanks.